how do you reduce block sheds in Draft Champions post-patch? He even takes linemen sometimes, but he's just given up too many block sheds. So this is a question I actually have for the chat. Do you believe, press 1 if you think there's more block sheds since the patch. Press 2 if you think there's less block sheds since the pass. 1 or 2? That's a serious question that I have. Now, a couple ways you can reduce block sheds. Number 1, call less under center pass plays. So let me show you this, right? This quick slants play is going to be a one-step drop. Boom. The linemen kind of do like a different type of blocking. They do like quick. Sometimes they try and cut. That's the 3rd touchdown in a row. They're starting to add up here. Many people think that the block sheds are less. So for the guy playing Draft Champions who asked the question, know that in general it's either the same or a 2. It's not a lot of 1s out there, but you know, you could feel that. So look out for plays that have one-step drops. Number 2, these type of runs to me, these stretches, they get more block sheds against them because they block at an angle. And I'll try and explain why I think that is. I probably do a terrible job. It's probably not real, but the stretch for me. See how these guys turn their body?
Yeah, because they don't have full momentum on them.
Right. Well, when they engage, like Poe now could shed, or Bailey could shed. He's not getting blocked like straight on, so he could shed to the inside so much easier because of like where his leverage and position is. That I just feel stretches make it tough, because if you run. This is actually a really good formation with halfback stretch as a quick audible. If you run like dive, which I don't have,
Ooh.
Yeah, but that's not a block shed. That's just an unblocked guy. If you run straight ahead, you see block sheds be so much more apparent. And I know you said you are taking linemen, but just make sure you're taking the right guys. Because like these ISO runs, see how they're blocked like head on? Like, did you see the difference in how they got pushed back?
Yeah.
That's not going to cause a block shed.
That time they didn't win the push.
That right there, but that wasn't a block shed that I just ran into. Another ISO, push back. So they're head on, and as long as you stay behind your blockers in the lane, they're not going to be able to shed left or right. I don't think people are shedding as much as they might be disengaging, and you're thinking, oh, well, like if you run inside zone and you do that, off, like if I try and take this ISO off to the right side and a block shed occurs, that's more on me. Like that, you know?
Hot tip comes from Mole. Mole said all he's been running is power O's. He's been crushing with them.
Mole has been crushing people.
Mole said power O's, that's what I run.
So maybe dig into some power O's.
Maybe.
Be good. But yeah, the chat is not reporting more and more block sheds after, so something to consider. Yeah, you feel any difference?
Not really. I mean, I haven't.
Yeah.
So I would say inside zones, I feel the least amount of, like on stretches, if I don't really run a ton of them. So like I run dives or inside zones where I don't see the block sheds. Like I see it when people run outside runs, like you were saying.
Like right there,
right
92
there.
Is a shed.
Right.
That's a legit push and shed.
But when you have straightforward runs, I don't see as much. I see just a push or not a push. Like there was no sheds there. It was just, do you get a push or not get a push? So that's why I personally like just running downhill runs. So
I got to start running power O's. Apparently people are saying they're spicy.